Best type of call to make for calling in ducks. I guess that's a weird way of saying it, but would you prefer, if you only could make like one type of call, the quack or the chuckle?
Quack. 100%.
Okay, quack. Elliot?
Do you think I'm going to disagree with a professional duck caller? Let me answer first. Yeah. Yeah, certainly. It would be I think for me, it would probably be like a sequence of 5 quacks, probably, if I could only do one.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the chuckle as well. I feel like you can't call without it, but you're probably right. You have to quack. You can't just chuckle. All right, let's just jump to the next slide, or we'll give people a little bit time to vote on that.
Yeah, give them a little bit.
Yeah, but everybody's going with quack on that one.
I think the majority of, if I want to make a sound and I want to kill them, and I just want to keep them focused on me, so I don't want to particularly not make a sound. Instead of feeding, I'll just do little quacks till we shoot them. Just anything to make them stay focused. But because a lot of times, if you're not in water where they're feeding, if it's a loaf, a lot of times that feed is a spacing call. So when they're feeding, they're not being nice. Feeding is not a come touch me. Feeding is a get away from me. So that hen is telling the next bird to keep their distance. So this is my food. So it's an aggressive sound. So when ducks are loafing and they're just piddling around in a pond, generally they'll cluck, but they're not feeding, so they're not being aggressive. But you'll hear them just make little sounds. That's just a duck telling another duck they're there. So sometimes that feed can actually be a little alarming.
Can you run your feed call?
Yeah.
Man, that sounds almost exactly like me.
Yeah. Now, tell me real quick the difference between a feed call and then the call you hear as they're flying over the top of you.
That is a chuckle. So that would be more. That's your. I don't know this. I think what they're doing, because almost anytime you hear a duck, swing your decoys and make that sound, they're not coming in. So I think they're trying to get the other ducks up when they do that.
Huh.
So I think what they're doing is they're spacing in the air. Because usually that duck, they will either soar with straight wings or they'll be flapping, but they're in good formation and they stay a consistent apart. So I think they're spacing in the air when they do that.
So do you ever make that call then yourself?
Not a bit.
Never.
Never.
Okay. Which is basically what most people do for their feed call.
It is. So I teach duck calling a lot. And so what I try to take a guy from doing this to putting pressure on it, because it's the same note. So if you just start applying pressure and then you just stop the note to make a duck. Then you can do 2 ducks, 3 ducks. So we just want pressure. Pressure puts the rasp and makes it sound more like a feed. Away from just a sound.
That's super interesting.